Hey, babe. Oh, you're sad. What are you sad about? It's just one of those days. Yeah. Well, what do you feel like doing? There's a bunch of things that we could do. We could go out, take a walk. We could go get something to eat. We could paint together. I know you like painting. Or we can just sit back and be sad together. That always works. Yeah, it always works when I'm sad. Well, I'm never sad visibly towards you because I don't want you to worry. So I do my suffering in silence. But you knew that. I'm going to tell you a story. Well, it's so weird when people tell me to tell them a story because I don't really know what type of story to tell. I usually just ramble about my past and how it relates to a lot of the things that I've written. Yes, I remember. I used to put you to sleep on call all the time. I still do whenever I'm, in my man cave and you feel like going to sleep. Did I ever tell you what I wanted to be when I was a kid? I wanted to be a sheriff. Whether it was like one of the stereotypical Wild Wild West sheriffs or a modern day sheriff. I just wanted to be one. Granted, I know I would have been a very bad one, to be fair. I always liked the idea of being a gunslinger, in a sense, but within the boundaries of the law. So technically, it feels more like a vigilante, in a sense. That's not the right word. I think you get what I'm trying to say. I always wanted to be one of those. I used to dress up, with a denim coat or jacket. I can't remember which one I had. Denim jacket. Put on some brown jeans. I didn't have boots at the time, so I just kind of made them out of cardboard. And, obviously everybody had, like, Nerf guns when they were kids, so I always play with the guns. Granted, I'd do it when nobody was home, because it's kind of an embarrassing sight. But, that it comes with the territory. The Wild West is one of my favorite places to explore in terms of time period. I know you read one of my stories a while ago dealing with a science fiction western. One of the lesser things I've written. However, it was my first time writing a western, a spaghetti western. You know what I usually think about when I'm sad? Whenever I'm sad, I usually think about our future. think about, you know, when we're gonna get married. Think about when we're gonna buy a bigger house, the backyard, and a bunch of little puppies and other animals running around. Think about when we're gonna have kids and how many, what we'll name them, how we'll raise them. I always think about these things. These things genuinely make me happy, and, you know, males and people who identify as males, I should say, tend to be more goal-oriented. So my sadness just kind of drifts away, and I start planning. Yeah, well, you know me, I plan a lot, so. And if none of that works, I like to drift away from reality for a while. Hence why sometimes the door's closed and you hear nothing but pure silence coming from this room. Because I just sit and I stare and I let my mind wander. You call it a beautiful mind, I call it cloudy, so to speak. Never really sticks. A lot of the things I think about never really stay in my head. They more of just exist for a short period of time. This one time I had sat in here. I think you were off at work, and I was feeling a little down after making me a cup of chocolate milk, because that always cheers people up. So I thought it would, which it did, to be fair. And I sat back and you know, I thought about being your Prince Charming, riding up in shiny armor, fighting a dragon, or rescuing you from the highest tower in the castle, barely escaping with our lives. And I also had a daydream where it was vice versa, where I was the damsel in distress and you were my Prince Charming, or Princess Charming. I have no idea. It was so weird, but it was intriguing at the same time to see how you would genuinely fight a fucking dragon, because, I mean, your problem solving when it comes to fighting dragons isn't necessarily logical. Listen, I've seen the way you've played Dark Souls. Let's just leave it at that. Nonetheless, I had another one where we were just walking a beach, and it was so melancholic. Just traversing the beach, you know. It was so cool. You know, just having these small moments, even if it's just to myself, it makes me happy. It makes me feel complete thinking about us. Ultimately, that's what matters to me the most. just like now. When you're a little sad. Still haven't really figured out the easiest method to making you smile again, but I'm working on it. 9 times out of 10 it's gonna work, I promise you that. You don't need to worry about how it's gonna work. You just need to know that it's going to work. All this talk of dreaming is a little embarrassing. Be a little honest with you. It's a little embarrassing. I don't really tell too many people about what I daydream about, or well, what I think about it all. Yes, you're very special. Come on, let's go get a donut. Yeah, a donut. The one with the pink frosting and the sprinkles. Come on, that's your favorite donut. Let's go get a donut. Yes, I'll get one too, and we can eat them together. Here, you can take my hoodie, because I know you've been eyeing it this whole time. So yes, you can take my hoodie.